So yeah, I'll just jump right into it. We listed on DexTrade 2 days ago. They're going to start their little buy competition for us. Our pairing is actually BEP20, TRC20, and ERC20 USDT with Strat. You can actually use any one of those three USDTs to pick up Strat. If you put fiat into your account on DexTrade, it's actually, you get to choose which USDT that fiat is converted to. So that's kind of cool. We're paired with USDT on DexTrade. We're using our own market maker service. So the way it works with centralized exchanges, I'm not a real big fan of centralized exchanges, but they are imperative for adoption and growth for a project, especially for exposure and stuff like that. Plus, market pairs are good to have with your project for CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, all that good stuff. We're not going to put a lot of tokens into the centralized exchange. I think we only moved in like 15 million, which is really not that much. Just in case the exchange goes illiquid, we don't have a recall function. So worst case scenario, if there's a massive market crash and DexTrade kind of goes under and goes away, there's only 15 million tokens that are essentially burned. Those will be out of circulation forever. We can actually blacklist that wallet if that centralized exchange goes down. So yeah, we've got like ways to protect the project and the investors and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, very cool. You can trade, like I said, USDT to get Strat. You will be taxed your Strat tokens when you move into the exchange and out of the exchange because we have a transfer fee of 6.2%. It is our Polygon Strat token. And the fees are they're really low for withdrawals and deposits. It's only like 470 Strat. It's like fractions of a cent. It's awesome. So yeah, that went live yesterday or the day before. And yeah, we're looking at ways to increase volume. We did just get the coffee back up on the site. We made a few changes to the site. And then we're actually going to make a few changes to the shirts and stuff. We're actually probably going to do those here at the house. We'll make those to order right here at the house. We've actually dedicated an entire room. It's kind of like a clean room. Yeah, we're going to like sanitize it and everything. So yeah, we'll probably do some shirts out of the house here for some cool stuff. We can do complete customize. We're going to have on the store, we're going to have a custom shirt. If you want something in single colors to start, you can have pretty much anything you want. But yeah, we're going to figure out how we're going to do that. So you're not going to see that right away, but you'll see that probably soon, which would be pretty cool. The real estate thing is, am I still here? Yeah, the real estate thing is very interesting. I mentioned this a couple weeks ago at our last AMA. One of the Strat team partners actually owns a real estate company. He's got a subscription service to help pay for utilities and bills. There is a crypto model that they're adopting, and Strat's going to be a part of that eventually. So that was part of the original roadmap when we were talking about calling this project a different name altogether. It was actually going to be ARC before. But it turned into Stratosphere when we migrated. So we've got that nice utility coming with the real estate subscription service, and Strat will be part of that. That money will come into the form of on-chain buybacks and distribution to the utility software users. So we're kind of moving, well, I mean, I've been saying this for a while. We're moving away from the conventional crypto model of hype, do call channels and all this crap and get people to invest. And then, they're kind of chasing people out the door. We don't have a big liquidity spread. So we're going to build our business, and our business is selling coffee. It will be part of our real estate operation, and we're going to, grow from there. The lottery platform, the prize pool platform, there's been kind of a shakedown in the crypto space when it comes to like stable coins and stuff like that and regulatory compliance. A few of us are in the United States here, so we have to be careful with what we do in the DeFi space. So we're going to mitigate that as efficiently as possible. So how that works is we can offer a prize pool contract to any investor. Now, we can't use money from like the project itself. to do that. But we can, like, let's say somebody wants to offer a product or a service as part of the prize pool. As part of the prize pool, we can make the contract, and then they can kind of sponsor it. An individual can sponsor it. That's why it's called DeFi, decentralized finance. So yeah, we're going to continue to focus on that. Actually, I don't know if RJ's, if you want to say something about that, we can now if you want to. We're comfortable with that, but again, that's up to you. Okay, yeah. So one of our friends here, RJ's Comics, they've got a massive collection of comic books, and we were actually kind of exploring a prize pool opportunity with them. We'll set up a prize pool contract either on BSC or Polygon, and they will put up a comic book worth 100 or 200 bucks. It will be ungraded, but these guys that own these comics, they've been doing this for 50 years. They know what the value is, and even still, assume like a level 6 graded comic worth 100 bucks. We'll set the prize pool to you use your BNB or Matic to buy a ticket for the prize pool. What the BNB or Matic will do, it'll buy a stable token, either USDC or BUSD, and as soon as we hit, let's say, like 400 or 500 bucks, the prize pool will close and the RNG will fire off, and one random ticket holder will actually win 10% of the prize pool and the comic book itself. Very cool. It's very interesting what we're working on with that. Oh yeah, we can do graded along the way too. Okay, great. Yeah, so we're looking at offering like a physical comic book as part of the prize pool. We can actually do this with merch as well. We're gonna do this with like coffee and merch, and then myself or Steph will actually ship the coffee or the T-shirt or mug or mouse pad or whatever we put up in the prize pool to one of the winners. And of course, they will get some USDC or BUSD, some Strat, and then of course the physical object. This isn't an NFT. This is actually just a collective prize pool contract. So what we would do is, let's say if we use the tip bot, if somebody wants to, or if a bunch of people want to get together and help pay for like a t-shirt, again, because of regulatory compliance, we don't want to, risk using the money to buy a product and then offering, a prize pool. But if we get somehow, maybe let's say my personal rewards from my wallet, I could buy a t-shirt, offer it up in the prize pool. That's very cool. We could do that. So we're going to do that in the future with the comic books, with other physical products, and even services, maybe developmental service. We say, oh, we get a bunch of projects together that we might be partnering with and say, hey guys, we'll make you a farm contract. As soon as we hit $100, whatever project that's in here that wants a farm contract can get that. We're also doing developmental services with the incinerator, farm contracts, staking contracts, stuff like that. It's not really like a mainstay utility, but it is part of our business model. Moving on to the next thing, PooChain. Many of you guys know PooChain's kind of been a wild ride over there. They're working out a lot of updates, and we're kind of just waiting for them to settle down and get all that squared away, and then we can start pushing out those layer 1s and layer 2s that we talked about before. The business model for us is we would make money off bridging fees. Right now, we did a recent update. We got rid of BUSD, and we went with DAI. DAI is 120 to 150% over collateralized. It's part of the Maker DAO. So we didn't want to mess with BUSD anymore. I like Binance, don't get me wrong, but if you hear any wind, any FUD about that stuff, whatever, we can change things real quick, real easy, and we decided to go with DAI. You can use BEP20 DAI, bridge over to get PUSD. It's the same thing as BUSD. Has like 8 million liquidity on Binance. Has over 490 million liquidity total on Ethereum, and then I think it has like 700 some million liquidity in exchanges. So yeah, DAI has value, it has liquidity, it is stable, and again, it's over collateralized by almost 150% on average. So even in the worst market conditions, it's one of the only stable coins that has never depegged, and with good reason. Even BUSD depegged by 0.5% for about 31 hours or something like that. So yeah, we like CZ, we like Binance and everything, but I think the coordinated attacks on these centralized exchanges is still coming recession is looming here in the United States. Kind of has to. Anyway, but we're going to continue building this project. We're going to continue working forward towards growing the business. And yeah, you'll see more of that. We're going to continue to partner with projects for development, for products and services, and we're going to grow with our business model, moving away from the traditional crypto model, which is very exciting. We've kind of talked about this in the past. The mass adoption with NFTs, with tokenized access, tokenized products and services, that's coming, and we currently have that now. So we're going to grow that model. We're going to expand that business model and help propagate mass adoption. We've done very little marketing, as you guys can tell. It's kind of a bummer to see these people sell out, but again, we're not really worried about it. If somebody wants to sell, have at it. Somebody will buy it up. Usually always does happen. And either way, we have products and services that we can sell. We use that revenue to buy back and distribute to either reward pools or to the individual buyers of the products and services that we offer. So that's going to continue regardless of who sells out, who buys in. It's all to their advantage. Kind of like look at it like it's a stock. Without actually calling it a stock. We're not a publicly traded company, but we have this token. People can invest in the token, can trade into the token, and kind of reap the rewards of the business model that we have. So that's one way to look at it. It's a great long-term investment because we're not shutting it down anytime soon. So yeah, if we sell the operation, then you can make your decision. If we ever did that, we would let you guys know plenty of time in advance. So yeah, it's been a couple weeks since I did the AMA. I do apologize. Anybody have any questions related to stuff that's going on? We're going to be adding the some automation for the coffee and merch purchases to receive your tokens. We just got our developer the login for our Shopify account, so they can actually show like the bot activity when one of those things fires through. And then, of course, distribution from there as well. Same thing with the circulating supply bot. We're going to include that to include the tokens that are on the centralized exchange as well as the price. So, I'm a big proponent of arbitrage. I definitely find some success there during these market shifts, these volatile market conditions. It's where I actually do pretty well. And it can happen all the time with pretty much anything that's out there, including Strat, because we are on 3 networks of operation as well as a centralized exchange now. So yeah, play the cards right and you can do all right. Let's see. Partners. We're actually looking at the next blockchain to expand into. It's not going to happen right away. We're just doing our research right now. We are looking at, I mentioned this before, when you look into a project to invest, you want to do your research, obviously, right? So that's what we're doing right now. We're looking at these layer 1s, these smart chains that have, real use case. One of my personal favorites is Constellation DAG. They got a partnership with the United States Air Force. All their data collection goes through their blockchain. They have a very interesting platform. Constellation DAG is a very interesting blockchain. It's like the only layer 0 that exists. It's a Java virtual machine, so it's a little different than what you guys are accustomed to. So if we do decide to go with DAG, we'll let you guys know how that works. It's very, very interesting. We're looking at Avalanche, Phantom, Solana. There's just no limitations to the expansion and where we can end up. So yeah, right now Polygon, BSC, and PooChain. So if you guys are holding tokens there, great. You can move them freely amongst the chain. Circulating supply changes constantly, as you well know, and if you don't, you do now. Let me stop there and answer any questions. Oh yeah, the burn. So we've had some low volume. Yeah, we can do a burn. We like to buy back first before we burn. We're not going to just burn tokens if we don't buy them first. So yeah, we'll make sure we facilitate that. I'll probably look into that this weekend when I've got some time. I've actually got to get back to work. Yeah, buybacks first. Buyback and then burn them. Even if it's like $6, you know, we still want to make sure we do that constantly because we are a deflationary multi-network reward token. So we will adhere to that model. I will do that this weekend for sure. And I'll post that in the main chat here. Yeah. My personal experience with the coffee, guys. I really, really like the medium roast. Holy smokes. I just finished my the dark roast, the incinerator roast. While it is very tasty, I really enjoy the medium roast. That chocolatey flavor is just, man, I'll tell you what. Good stuff. So yeah, that's what I got for the weekend roundup. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to DM me anytime. Throw us in the main chat. We're looking at doing like a Gleam competition for some exposure. We'll do some free marketing that way. We'll try to get some campaigns going. We'll do some rewards for either merch or tokens. And yeah, we will manage that. You guys will be able to get some stuff. Copenhagen flavor, sir? Yeah. No, that was the Starbucks coffee that I cracked open that little case and I took a whiff of the Starbucks coffee and it smelled like chewing tobacco. It was horrible. But yeah, that's what I got for this weekend. Yeah, if you guys need anything else, feel free to DM us. Watch out for scammers. Here's the thing too, guys. We have this tip bot. If you guys have any presence on social media, please utilize the tip bot. We catch you guys shilling. We're going to reward you. We actually haven't sent out our first reward yet, but we're going to because the last few weeks we've seen, you know, 2 of our investors just going hog wild on social. And we will make sure that we send rewards out through the tip bot. So please utilize that, and we will take care of you if we catch you shilling. We love it. So that's it, guys. That's all I got. Watch out for scammers. They pretend to be us. And we're very sharp. We got a sharp eye on the main chat. So if there's any weird bot activity, weird chat activity, we kind of pay attention to that and we'll ice that immediately. So if you guys need anything else, like I said, DM us, throw it in the main chat. We love the chat activity. It's, you know, with our small community like this, when you guys can talk about anything. We don't care. The bot does kick you out for forwarding links. So if you want to help shill, send me the DM first. And I'll forward that link to the chat and then we can talk about it or whatever. But yeah, don't be afraid to, you know, ask questions. You might think it's stupid or whatever. Don't worry about that. We're here to help you guys learn this crypto game. You know, our whole team is a bunch of nerdy engineers that are like masters of the industry where they work, and they're very good at this crypto thing. So if you guys have questions about investments, it's okay. You can talk about it in the strat chat. It's all good. If you find cool projects, you know, shoot that in there too. Ask us to look into it. We'll happily take a look at it. It's what we do. We enjoy doing it. And yeah, you guys have a great weekend. We will look for the burn this weekend. We'll take care of that. And if you guys have any questions, like I said, throw it in the main chat. Shoot me a DM. Rock and roll. We'll catch you guys in a couple weeks for the next AMA. I was doing these things every week, but I've had a few people say, "Hey, man, you should do it every couple weeks." That's actually really, really awesome because I'd really like to do these as often as I can. But yeah, we'll do them every couple weeks. It's USDT, good investment. It's hard to say. There's a lot of other stables I think I would choose first. But anyway, that's what I've got. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Don't have a good day. Have a great day and have a great weekend.